Hadith number 6162, you will see they are asking him, Muhammad, are we going to see our God Allah? He said, yes. He said, are you going in the day of resurrection? He said, do you crowd and squeeze each other on looking at the sun when it is not hiding by a cloud? They say no. He said, are you going to be crowd and squeeze each others when looking at the moon when it is full moon, full and not hiding by a cloud? They said no. Allah Apostle said, so you will see him, your Lord, on the judgment day, on the day of resurrection. Similarly, Allah will gather all the people and say, whatever used to worship anything should follow that thing, and then to go down. Allah will come to them in a shape other than they knew, and they will say, and will say, he will say, I am your Lord. Who's talking now? Allah is coming in what? In a shape, which means a physical body. They will say, we seek refuge with Allah from you. The Muslims are rejecting Allah. Why? Because he is coming in a shape different from the one they knew. And then they continue. It says,
sir,
listen to the end.
Sir.
Listen to the end. I want to show you that Allah is going to uncover his shin. It is the shin of Allah. If you go down all the way, you will see it says, and then Allah will uncover his shin. يَكْشِفُ عَنْ سَاقِهِ. Your answer.
can I respond?
By the way, are you in chat room? If you're in the chat room, I can show you the hadith there. Are you in the chat room?
Go ahead.
Are you in
Yeah.
the chat room?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Because I can help you and show you the hadith in there instead of.
It would help if I could see it.
Oh yeah, I can put it in the screen, in the TV.
Okay. But I just am curious because we just read a verse together that said that anything that we associate with God is shirk, is a
But this
sin.
is God. But this is God.
So
This is
how
God
is the
himself.
lake?
He is the leg.
How is us worshiping the lake part of Islam when I don't know one Muslim who says that we worship anything other than Allah? I don't know one Muslim who gets that idea.
Lady,
All Muslims know that God is one, that God created the lakes to worship Him.
Lady,
God created the mountains to worship Him.
Don't listen. Did I say that this is not Allah? I said the opposite. I said the leg is Allah. I said the leg is Allah. I'm not saying your God Allah.
It's a creation of Allah.
Listen.
You get that right? Because if you say a lake is Allah, then you're saying that we are Allah, astaghfirullah.
No,
because
I'm
we
not
are His
talking about your
creation.
leg.
You
I'm not
cannot
talking
say
about-
that, sir. You cannot.
not letting-
Because we are not God. We are His creation. We are His servants to worship Him. Just like the lake and the mountains are there to worship
I
Him.
am not talking about your leg. I'm talking about the leg of Allah. The leg of Allah. The only problem, I'm using different computer for my browser. So what I will do, I'm going to try to post it there or even send it by email to the other computer so they can receive it there.
Who's talking to me
Actually,
in the chat room?
guys, if anyone in the chat room have the hadith about Allah leg, post it please in the room. If
Are
anyone
you
have the
saying?
hadith,
Wait. Hold on a second. You're saying leg?
what? Leg. Allah
You're
leg.
saying
Allah.
L-E-G, not lake?
Leg. L-E-G. Leg.
Oh my gosh.
Saq.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my God. This is what
Okay.
the Quran is saying. I'm not the one who's saying that.
No. What I'm saying is that we cannot only look at this and say that, this is how God looks like, or we cannot even picture or draw or even have a image of what God looks like.
Do you agree that this is how Allah look like now?
I'm sorry?
Do you agree that this is how Allah look like?
I don't know what God looks like.
Well, this is the leg. He is saying he's a leg.
You don't know what that leg looks like.
It doesn't matter. Who care how it looks
Exactly,
like?
it does not matter. What matters is that God is more powerful than anything else, and that we have to
we are
worship
talking
Him.
about
Doesn't
Allah,
matter what God
lady,
looks like.
Lady, we are
Doesn't
talking
matter.
about We are talking about Allah being a leg, and now you just agreed that Allah is a leg. Or what you are saying, oh, maybe he look, you know.
No, I didn't say that. You said that. You said that Allah's a leg, right? And I said it doesn't matter because God is God. But you're
is God, even if he's a leg?
You're taking that verse in
Even
that way.
The God is leg.
So in a way, you're kind of.
God
It says the shank. An saqin. It's saying the shank, not God is the shank.
So
it's
Allah
saying
have a,
the shank.
okay.
We don't know what that shank looks
so you
like.
are saying Allah
because
have a
we are
shank?
human.
So Allah have
and
a shank?
it's you can't say that
Okay,
it's
listen,
a human
listen,
shank. You
listen,
cannot.
Listen. Allah is Allah has a shank. Do you agree?
Astaghfirullah. I cannot say because
What do you mean
God
astaghfirullah? You just said that Allah, he has a shin.
Allah is unique. Allah is one, and
This is not the question. This is not the question,
you cannot
lady.
put these
This is not the question.
descriptions in people's heads. You
Lady,
can't
my
do that
finger,
'cause
my
you're not a
finger is
scholar,
unique.
and even scholars cannot do
My
that.
finger is unique. Doesn't make my finger God. Correct? My finger, according to science, there is only one finger like my finger in this whole world, but doesn't make my finger God. So being unique is not a big deal. Secondly, we are talking about this shin. Why Allah he have a shin? And by the way, this is the hadith. I'm posting it to you in the room, in different name. You see it? Wadi 33. He's posting the hadith. This is the hadith. Open it. Allah he have a shape and he
I
have a
don't
physical.
see it.
Sorry, I'm posting the wrong one. Sorry. Let me pause the other one. Okay, here we go. This is the one. Open this one.
Where are you
Allah,
posting it?
Allah is a shin, and what you are saying
In
to
the
me.
sir, in the Quran it says the day that the shank shall be laid bare. It does not say Allah is a shank. It
Oh,
says
read the
the
hadith.
day
Okay, read
that
the
the
hadith.
shank shall be laid bare,
Read the hadith.
and they shall be summoned
Lady,
to prostrate.
okay, read the hadith. You will see what your prophet meant. Your prophet speaking about seeing Allah. What they will see, they ask him, what we will see? He said he will uncover his shin. Read it. It's in front of you.
You cannot say his. You cannot. You can't
Lady, it
give
is not
descriptions
me.
to God.
It is
Even though
not-
it says in the Quran, the shank.
Lady,
You can't give
it
a
is-
description
it
to what
is
the
not-
shank looks like.
Lady,
you know
what's
what I
wrong with
mean?
you?
Like you're focusing on something so small.
What's wrong with
You have
you?
to focus on the big picture.
Lady,
Focus that
Lady,
the
what's-
main picture out of this verse is saying
Lady,
that
lady,
the
lady,
people will not
lady,
be able.
Lady, it's
That's
not,
what it's trying
it's
to
not
say.
me. It's not me who is saying his shin. It's your prophet. Are you saying your prophet is wrong? Read the hadith. Your prophet saying Allah will uncover his shin. Not me saying that. Now after you see it, then you have to agree with your prophet, and suddenly I was wrong before, I'm right now. Now why your prophet saying his shin?
What did you write in the?
Why your prophet saying his shin? I'm giving you the hadith. Why your prophet
I
saying?
can't. Your writing religious is not in this room. I don't know what you're saying.
What do you mean, right? Which room you are in?
You're writing it
Are you in the Christ is Lord?
in the room.
Are you in the Christ is Lord? Islam is fast room? Are you in my room?
Yes.
Are you in my room?
In the
Are
room that
you-
you're in right now.
Are you in my room?
Yes.
Okay.
You see my
You
response?
see, there's a guy, his name is Wadi. He's posting for you a link. Wadi 33. This is the link. Open it and read it.
I don't see the
What?
link right now.
Well, everybody is seeing it. How come you didn't see it? If you are in the room, you will see it.
There's.
Sahih al-Bukhari.
I mean, I'm not even joking around. I can't even see the link.
What do you mean you don't see the link? Come on, everybody can see it.
All I see is. I tried to tell him, and he on Pal Talk. No. That's all I'm seeing.
What in
I don't see any
Paltalk?
link.
What are you talking about? Are you in Christ is Lord room? What is your name in Christ is Lord?
What?
What is your name? What is your name in the
Why
in
does
the
it
chat
matter what
room?
my name is?
What is your name? No, because I want to see if you are in the room or not. Because the room
Yeah,
is
in the room it's real.
okay,
it's,
everybody is
okay,
posting the
it's
link. How come you don't
religious.
see it? Everybody is posting the link. They are flooding the room with the link. How come you don't see it?
I don't know.
Are you in the room? It's called the Christ is Lord. Islam is false.
No.
This is
I
my
am
room.
in.
No, go to my
Christian
room.
one.
You are in the wrong room. Go to Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Okay? Go in the social issue under human right.
I
This-
cannot because I'm not a member.
You are not what?
A member.
You are not an A member? Or are you calling from the Middle East? What do you think?
I'm not a member, so I cannot go in more than 2 chat rooms.
Well,
And
well, go out
don't
of
letting
the
me
chat.
stay
Go out,
in
go
Christian
out.
chat room.
Okay,
So if there's any
why-
way you can come in here and post
Why you
it.
want to stay there? Just leave that chat room so you can see the link. Don't you want to see it? Your prophet
Yes,
saying.
but I don't know how to get to that one you're talking about.
Okay, this is why I'm asking you what your name so we can invite you and we can add you.
Okay, did you just...
Okay, go
What's
to the
it called?
social issue. Ready? Close that room you are in. Go to social issue. Click at the human right, and then my room in the top.
Is it God chat?
No, it's called the Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Debate TV. Christ
Excuse me?
Debate TV. It's called the Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Debate TV. I don't know what is hard about this.
I'm looking in the chat rooms and I don't see it.
In the human right. Human right.
I still don't see it. He
Anyway.
keeps saying he can't come here. He's on Pal Talk. I don't know what that means.
Who isn't here? Who cannot come here? What are you talking about?
LeBrock, that's your name. I thought that was you talking.
My name is Barak. Who's Barak? Somebody is playing my voice in
Love
there.
Brock, the one that you
Okay, lady.
messaged me.
There's many people they are playing my show in their rooms. Doesn't make them my room. My room is called the Christ is Lord.
Okay, I cannot find that chat room. If I could
Go-
find it,
go to
believe
the
me,
social
I would
issue.
be there. But I
Go-
can't find it for some reason.
Go to the social issue. It's very easy. You can find it. It's very easy. Social issue, human right, and my room in the top of a section. It's called the Christ is Lord. Islam is false. Debate TV.
I'm just curious. Did you convert?
This is not our topic for now. Let us focus on our topic, how Allah is going to uncover his shin. Your God have a shin.
I know. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, if you're
Yeah. you
embarrassed
see,
to admit it, or
I'm
if it's just, just admit
I'm
it.
trying to show you, not my words, to show you that you are wrong. This is your prophet saying that, and I'm trying to get you in here.
I don't agree with what you just said about my prophet.
It doesn't
and
matter.
I would
I
like
don't
it if you
agree.
don't.
This is what Sahih Bukhari
offend.
says. Who cares if you agree or not? This is what your prophet said, and you have yourself as a Muslim, you
Yes,
have to agree
and I
about
agree.
everything
I agree
Muhammad
with
said.
everything that my prophet says, and everything he says is right.
So, did we arrive to the point where you find that Allah is going to uncover his shin and he have a shin?
I agree that there's going to be certain people in heaven in Firdaus that they're going to be lucky to even be near Allah, and Allah is going to try and uncover part of himself, but the people will be so
Here we go. So now we agree that Allah have parts, and one of his parts is a shin, correct?
Allahu A'lam.
Well, yeah, I see. When you put a Muslim in the corner, he said, "You only Allah knows." What is
You know
that?
why,
The
sir?
Quran.
Even though I know, I
Lady,
understand.
with my
It says on the
respect to you, with my
Quran,
respect
but
to you.
I don't.
Lady.
I personally don't put descriptions on God.
It's not you.
Just Christians, I know Christians. This is the difference between Islam and Christianity. Because
Lady,
Christianity,
Lady.
they draw Jesus
Lady,
and they worship
God-
Jesus, even though they don't know what he looks like.
No, we
That's
know
what
how
I
he
don't
look like.
understand,
Lady,
is that they draw his face,
Lady,
yet they don't know what he looks like.
Lady, our God, he can come to us in any image he want. And when we say Jesus is a man, he was a man. It doesn't matter how his face looked like exactly. Who cares? But he came as a man. But now we found that your God, Allah, is a leg. He have parts, which mean he have a physical body. You rejected Jesus for being a man. You accepted Allah for being a shin.
No, I think that's what you're trying to say, and I'm not going to admit to anything like that because you're twisting my words.
You are the
And
one who said
it's up
Allah
to
have
Allah,
parts.
and may God forgive
Okay,
you for
listen,
that.
listen.
May God
Aren't you the
forgive
one?
you.
Aren't you the one who agreed that Allah is going to show some of His parts?
I agree that Allah will try and uncover Himself. I did not say any
You
parts.
said
I did not say
parts.
physical
It's
body. I did not
recorded.
say
It is
shape.
recorded.
I said He will
It
try
is
and uncover Himself, and the people will be
recorded.
lucky to
You
even
said-
be near Him.
Lady, why Muslims always they deny what they say? A second ago you said Allah will uncover one of His parts.
He will try and uncover Himself. I said.
You said part.
He will try and cover
Okay,
Himself.
so Himself is
That
a leg.
people will be
Okay,
able
great.
to
So Allah
see Him.
will uncover Himself. What is Himself? A leg.
No, you're saying that. I
No,
never
I'm
said
not
that.
saying that.
I said that in the
I'm
Quran
giving
it says
you-
shape,
listen.
but you cannot think that
Lady,
it's a
lady,
leg. You cannot think that it's like a
lady,
physical
lady.
human leg. You can't think that because a leg
lady.
to us, to humans, is different. It's
Lady,
different.
so
it
you
might
agreed
be different
that
shape,
Allah
different
have
look.
a
You cannot
leg.
say leg.
Okay,
sir.
leg of Allah is not like the leg of the human. No problem. But still He is a leg. He is the one He described Himself, not me. I'm not describing Him as a leg. He called Himself a leg. As long He called Himself a leg, it means He is a leg. He knew Himself better than me and better than you, correct? He called Himself a leg. He is going to uncover His leg.
He
and
didn't
is
call
the
himself
one-
a leg. That's if that is, that's a part of him. He's not a leg.
Here we go.
That's
You
a
see,
part
a
of him.
second ago you said you did not say part of Him, and now you are saying again part of Him. After 2 minutes you will say I did not say a
I'm
part.
saying if. I'm saying if what you're saying
No, not-
about
not-
the
there's
leg.
no
I'm
if.
saying if
No, you
he's
did not
not
say if.
a leg. You cannot say like you can't. I don't give descriptions. I'm sorry. I just personally.
Okay.
I don't.
When Allah,
I don't have a description of what God looks like. I just pray to God.
Okay,
You know what I mean? I just.
listen,
I have faith in Him. I trust Him. It doesn't matter to me what the physical parts of Him. He is just unique, and He is
Thank you
unlike
very much.
anything,
Thank
unlike
you
any
very
other
much.
being. He's
So
the
you
most powerful.
just said, you agreed that Allah is a physical. Allah, He have physical parts, and you Muslims, you rejected Jesus for being a physical, and you accepted Allah who come with parts.
No, we don't reject Jesus. We
You
accept
rejected
Him as
Jesus
a
as
prophet
God
because
for
he
He's being
is
a man.
prophet.
You rejected Jesus as being God for being a man. You accepted Allah for being parts, and this is very funny. Now, if Allah have a leg, His leg is attached to what?
Exactly. This is why I don't answer this, because you're trying to have a conversation about something that is too complex for humans to think about.
Why
We
Allah-
humans
then
don't
why
know what
Allah
God
saying
looks
to
like.
us He is a
so I
leg?
can't have a conversation
If
with
it
you
is- if
when you're
there's-
trying to make me say stuff about what God looks like when you don't know what He looks like. I don't know what He looks like. All
listen.
it says is a part of the Quran. You cannot make me say things and give excuses for me to try and describe God, because I don't know what He looks like. Nobody does.
Lady,
All we can do is
lady,
pray to Him
it is
and have
Allah-
faith in Him
It is
and
Allah.
know
it is
that
Allah,
He is the most
It is
powerful.
Allah saying He is a leg, not me. And you are running away from the question because simply this is exposed
I'm not running
the
away
whole
from it.
idea.
You know why? I'm hesitant. I'm not running away from it. I'm
Okay, who
hesitant
created
because
the part
if
of
I
Allah?
say something wrong, I will be held accountable, and I don't
Okay.
want to do that.
Who-
If I don't know the answer to something, I'm not going to pretend to know the answer to something.
Right.
I'm going
So you
to
don't
say
have an
Allahu
answer.
Alam and leave it at that, because
don't have-
God
you
knows.
don't have an
I don't
answer.
know the answer to
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
God,
Who is
God,
the
everything
one?
happens for a reason, and I believe that.
Okay. The
This
parts of
is-
Allah. The parts of Allah is created from what?
Nobody knows.
Maybe.
That's the beauty of
maybe
it.
plastic.
God is unique.
Maybe plastic.
I'm sorry.
Maybe plastic.
Can I translate?
Maybe plastic. Plastic. There's no translation. Plastic.
What did you just say?
Plastic, like plastic bag. He's made it
Plastic?
from, yeah, maybe he's made it from rubber. Maybe he's made it from bricks.
I said nobody knows. Allahu Alam. I cannot put a
But this is
description on
mean,
it.
okay, can Allah be inside His creation?
Huh?
Can Allah be inside His creation?
Allahu Alam. But
what do you mean,
so
Allahu
far
Alam?
as of now, He has never taken on a human form. That's what Muslims believe. He has taken on the form of a fire when He talked to
Okay,
Moses.
listen,
I believe
listen, the
that.
hadith-
but a
the
human
hadith-
form, Mustahil.
Allah became a fire?
Mustahil. If you want,
Listen,
listen,
listen.
I'm going to tell you something because
Listen,
this
listen,
is an
listen.
example of what
Just-
God
just-
does.
just wait.
If he wanted
Just
to
wait,
send
just
humans,
Just
he
wait.
would.
Please, just wait. You said Allah became a fire? Allah became a fire? Is that what you said? Repeat that again. Go ahead. Allah became a fire?
Okay.
Allah became a fire?
Allah took on the form of a fire to talk to Moses, and that's how he communicated to
Now,
Moses.
is
yeah.
fire a creation of God or it's not?
Of course.
So Allah, He created Himself as a fire?
Allah's voice came from the fire.
No. You
But
said
we can't-
You said He took the shape of a fire. You said He came to Moses as a fire.
Well, yes, his voice and
No.
his
He
form
came
was,
to
was
Moses
fire.
as
Yeah.
a fire. Okay.
Yes.
Who is the one who created the fire?
Allah.
Okay. How Allah is the fire and Allah created the fire? So He created
'Cause He's Allah.
Allah created Allah?
He can do whatever he wants.
No. If He is a fire, who is God?
Allah. He
Who
made
is Allah?
himself.
Okay. He
speak
made Himself
to
a
Moses
fire.
like that.
Okay, He made Himself a fire. So Allah have no problem to be transforming Himself to be a fire, correct?
Allah can do whatever he wants to do.
So
And
can
has
He
no
be?
problem
Can Allah be a
doing whatever he
man?
wants to do.
Can Allah be a man?
If he wants to,
Yeah.
he'll do it.
So why He don't want to do it?
What do you mean? Why doesn't he want to do
So
it? He never did it.
Why you are rejecting Jesus to be God if Allah can be a man?
You know why? Because I don't support shirk, and if you say that Jesus
it's
is God,
Allah
that's shirk, and that's
Himself, if it is
association.
Allah Himself,
and
listen,
Muslims
okay,
do not associate.
Listen, the idea of shirk is about worshipping many gods, correct? If Allah Himself became a man, He's still Allah, correct?
No, not really. He's Jesus. That's what Christians think.
Okay, when Allah became a fire, now we have Allah and we have the fire, two God or one God?
Of course, there's only one God.
So when Allah became Jesus, is still God, is still Allah, is still one.
Yeah, not really, because most
Okay.
Christians say
Then-
that
then-
there's
then-
a Trinity.
then
They
read
think
for
that
me.
He's the
Lady,
Father, the
lady.
Son. Oh yeah, and the Holy Spirit.
No.
So they're
No,
saying
no, no,
three
no, no.
things in
No,
one.
We have a three
When there's
in
only
one,
one
correct.
God, they
Now,
can't
okay.
associate.
Now you are
But
saying to
that's
me,
that's how
you
they get
have two
confused.
in one.
They say
You
He's
have
the Father.
fire, you just agree.
How can He be the? How
Lady,
can? Okay,
lady,
how
lady,
can
lady,
He be the?
Just wait. I'll put you on hold. Allah and the fire, you agreed they are two, but they are one. How two they became one? Explain to me. Go ahead. Go ahead. How the fire and Allah is one? They are two. Fire is fire and Allah is Allah. How Allah and fire is one?
Because Allah can do whatever He wants to do. I just said that.
So Allah can be whatever
And-
He wants.
and
but
what-
now you
exactly,
are
and
not
I don't-
just wait again. I will put you in hold. Allah can do whatever He wants. This is what your answer. But now you don't want to count. You count them two when you want, no problem. But you count them two is a problem. In the other hand, so Allah can do whatever He wants. He can be two. He can be three. He can be four. He can be five. But Allah in Christianity cannot be Jesus and Father and Holy Spirit. Why is that? Go ahead.
As I was saying, God can do whatever He wants to do.
But He cannot
And
be.
I don't
but He
reject
cannot
and
be
I don't
Jesus,
deny
correct?
that God
Allah,
can take
Allah
on
can be
human form,
God.
but
God can be whatever He wants, but He cannot be Jesus, correct? This is hypocrisy.
God
God
is
can
not
be
Jesus.
whatever He wants, but He cannot be Jesus. He can be a fire. He can be Allah and fire. They are two, but still it is one. But Allah cannot be Jesus.
He can. He was not Jesus. That's what I want to say.
No
He was
problem.
not.
I'm not arguing about
Hold
that.
on.
I'm saying.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Okay, we will put her on hold. She asked for a few moments, maybe, to get a drink or something. And I hope you guys are enjoying our show. And actually, I have to respect this lady. She is better than all the Muslims I met. She is speaking nicely, and she is trying to defend her religion. She's not calling names. She is not, she is trying to be somebody defending her religion. And I respect her for that. which is weird. I never saw a Muslim doing that
Hello?
before. Yeah, go ahead. So Allah can be two, can be fire.
What haven't you seen a Muslim done before?
I'm saying I never saw a Muslim like you is not cursing, not calling names when he call me.
Oh.
Like usually
Yeah, I don't
Muslims already
curse.
do. So I'm saying to the people that
Okay,
are listening to
I
me,
was saying-
I'm saying she's a good lady, she's nice, and she is unique. I never saw a Muslim.
And I
doing-
know you're them too. I know all of you have a good heart, and you know,
Thank
you
you
guys
very
are
much.
just asking questions, but I'm trying to give you the answers as best as I can.
Okay. So now what we reach me and you to a point that Allah can be a fire and can be Allah at the same time, which means they are two in one, but Allah cannot be Jesus and Allah, which means they cannot be two in one. Correct?
Correct.
So why is that? Isn't it? What do you think? This is a
Because
contradiction?
because we Muslims believe that Jesus never died. He was raised, and
Wow.
a man replaced him on the cross,
Why he never
and
died?
his body was raised to God. And if God has stated in the Quran multiple times, and the Quran came after Christianity, and this is why another reason why it came after Christianity, because Christians started saying that Jesus is God. They started putting that in the Bible, but the Quran says that whoever says Jesus is God you're associating something with God. You're not saying the right thing. You're
But the
not
one who
saying
say fire is
they're
God.
misunderstood. That's what I'm trying
but
to
now
say.
you accepted
It's-
Allah. Allah became many Allah, and still you are associating. Allah
Allah
became a fire.
became many Allah?
Yeah, Allah became a fire. This is another Allah. How many Allah you have?
No, he is still one. No
Okay.
matter what he does,
Okay,
he's still
when-
one.
when
But the
Allah
only
became-
time, from what I know, is that he took on a form was with Musa. He never did it after that.
Correct.
And
but
so-
you know, but you know, just
Right,
you
so-
remind me. The Quran says that Allah even spoke to Moses from the tree as a tree. Correct.
Well, from what I know, he spoke from the fire. I don't know about the tree part. I don't know if it's
Well, he
if it's in
spoke
the
to
Bible,
Musa.
maybe, but
It says من الشجرة المباركة, from the blessed tree.
hold on.
Allah spoke from the blessed tree. If you want me to give you the verse, this is chapter 28, verse number 30. فلما آتاها نودي من شاطئ الوادي الأيمن في البقعة المباركة من الشجرة. You see, the voice is coming exactly from the tree. So Allah became a tree. What the tree said? أن يا موسى إني أنا الله رب العالمين. That's me, Allah, the God of people. The tree. Allah became a tree. So why is that? Now Allah became a fire, Allah became a tree, and Allah is a leg, and there is many Allah. You know, when
Okay,
Allah became
continue.
a tree, when Allah became a tree, what happened to the leg?
What happened to the leg?
Yeah?
What do you mean? What happened to the leg?
Well, he is a leg, he have a leg. What happened to his leg? Still there?
You talking about Allah?
Yeah, Allah leg, Allah have a leg. You agree that Allah have a leg. When Allah became a tree, as the verse says, what happened to the leg?
It does not have to show if Allah doesn't want it to show. Whatever Allah wants to do, it will happen.
This is not the question. Allah became a tree, Allah became a fire, but Allah is a leg. What happened to the leg? Still there? Or
I never said that Allah's a leg. I said that maybe a part of him is a shank.
no problem, no problem.
Maybe
Okay,
that's one
let
part
us
of
say
him,
his
but
part.
he's not.
No problem, no problem.
That's
his
not.
parts. His
I
parts.
can't describe him like.
Lady, I'm not asking
I'm sorry,
you,
but I
lady.
cannot. I can't describe what he looks like. I just can't.
Please,
I
I'm
can't
not
give him.
asking you.
You know,
I'm
he's
not
not like a
asking
human
you.
being. I
Lady.
can't describe what he looks like, what features he has, because
I'm
it's
not
beyond my
asking you.
mind. I
I'm not-
can't think
I'm
to
not
that.
asking you to
No one
describe.
can. So I
Okay.
can't say he's
Okay,
a leg
lady,
or.
lady, I'm not asking you to describe him. Simply, I'm saying, as long you agreed Allah he have parts, what will happen to Allah parts when he became a tree? He's still there?
He will hide them. If
will-
he wants to, if he
will
wants to
hide
hide
them?
them, he will
Where,
hide them.
in the
If he
back?
wants to,
What happened?
whatever he wants to do.
What do you mean hide them? Which mean he will put them in the bag or something?
That's the miracle of it. He has that power. He has that power to do whatever he wants to do.
To be
And
Allah a leg, to be Allah parts, to be Allah the fire, to be Allah the tree, but Allah cannot be Jesus. Isn't it amazing?
because
I lost your voice, by the way. Do you hear me?
he was created,
Okay, repeat
he
again,
was
please.
he was not.
Lady, repeat again. Your voice cut. We did not hear. Repeat again, please.
I was saying he's a man. He's a human being, just like this
But
is what
Allah is
I'm
a
saying.
tree.
My belief.
Okay,
You don't
the
have to
tree,
agree with
okay,
it.
The tree is
I'm
created
saying-
too. The tree is a tree. How the tree became Allah?
I know what you're trying to say. If he took on a tree, if he's a flame, why can't he be human? But I'm just saying, why can't he take the form of a human? I'm not denying that Allah can take the form of anything, even a human being. But we just believe that specifically Allah was not Jesus. Allah was never walked.
I'm not saying, by the way, Allah
As
is Jesus,
Jesus.
and I don't want Allah to be my Jesus anyway. Actually, if Jesus is Allah, I'm going to leave Christianity because Allah is very ugly for me. But I'm trying to prove to you, the point is that
But don't Christians believe that?
The Muslims, the Christians believe what? You are telling me
That
Allah can be
Jesus
a
is
fire.
God.
Yes, I am a Christian. I believe Jesus is God, but not Allah. Allah is different God. Allah is a fake God, does not exist. And the proof, as you see, the contradiction. Allah is a
So what's
leg.
the difference?
Allah have a part.
Isn't God
Allah
God?
have a parts.
God
No,
is just
our
one.
God, the real way He is not a leg. He is not a man, and He is not a human. When we say
Right.
Jesus Christ is a Son of God, God is simply, if you go to chapter 1 in the Bible, in verse number 1, it says, in the beginning it was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God. Then if you go all the way to verse number 14,
Yes,
it
Genesis.
says,
Yes, it
and
talks
then-
about how
and then
the earth
Word-
is God and God is earth, and
no,
that they are
no, not
God.
true. No, true.
But
the word
that's-
of God
that's
is not
the
earth.
thing. That's why it's so hard for many people
lady, the word
understand-
of God, the word of God is not earth. Earth is not the word of God.
I know, but I know what it says because I've read the Bible, Genesis part, and I know what you're trying to say, that it's part of him and he is part of the earth or something
Okay,
like
let me
that,
ask you.
along
let me ask
those
you.
lines.
Does the Quran
That it's all
say?
one.
Does the Quran say that Jesus is holy?
That Jesus is what?
Holy?
Holy?
Yeah.
He's, he definitely had spiritual, like powers, spiritual, he was able to heal.
No. This
So
is
in
the question.
that aspect, he's holy in that aspect, but he's just a
there's one
human
aspect,
being.
lady. Holiness
It's like
have one
Muhammad. Muhammad was, we regard him as holy.
He was. Show me
Because
one
he-
verse. Show me one verse saying Muhammad is holy.
Well, I'm saying we Muslims regard him as someone holy, pure, because
so
the
you are
angels
doing
cleaned
something
his
is not in
heart.
your book. You are doing something against Allah teaching. Allah in the Quran says.
No, I'm saying we see him as pure because the angels cleaned his heart, and there's
okay,
a
listen.
there's a hadith
If Allah,
that I believe,
if Allah, we will talk
that
about
when the angels cleaned his heart, and that's why we see him as someone
how
pure.
Allah, okay,
Because
how
he,
the angel clean his heart. Can you tell us, please?
hold on.
Are you there? Welcome everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying our show. And now the lady, she's going to tell us how Allah cleaned the heart of Muhammad. And you will hear a very unique story about the cleaning of Muhammad's heart, which is a very unique story. By the way, if there is somebody have the hadith in the room, please post it in the room about how Allah cleaned the heart of Muhammad, so everybody can share and everybody can see. Yeah, maybe the Muslims trying to disturb her, so she don't talk to us, because it's very clear that they are saying things is not going good for the benefit of Allah, because we just found that Allah can be anything, can be a leg, he's a leg actually, can be a fire, he was a fire, and he was a tree, but he cannot be Jesus. So Muslims have no problem with God being anything, but don't tell me he's Jesus. It's about just rejecting Jesus. It's about hating Jesus. Allah maybe can be a goat, because she said he can be anything he wants, but he cannot be Jesus. As simple as that. Then we ask ourselves, why Allah cannot be Jesus? Oh, I have the answer. Because Jesus is too holy for Allah to be in Jesus. This is the only way I see it. I don't know where she go, and I hope maybe by the end of the day she will think 100 times before she stay as a Muslim, and mostly she might be out of Islam very soon. You know, we showed you today how easy it is to prove.
Okay, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. I was asking you how Allah...
Yeah, hold on. I have to
Muhammad.
switch rooms because my family is trying to sleep, so I have to go in the other room.
I understand.
Hold on.
No problem. Okay, I will put some music. Don't go, please. Just until you come back, and I will get some water. Welcome everybody, and we are live on Debate TV. Music not working. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Hello?
Okay, welcome back. Just put music until you come back. Okay,
hold on
now.
1 second again. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on.
No problem. Please, guys, invite your friends, everybody in the chat room, and our room having only 45. So we have more 60 names, guys. Invite, so we can have more people in here.
Okay, like I was saying.
Okay. Now, before we continue, please, how Allah did clean the heart of Muhammad? Can you explain to us?
How does what?
How Allah cleaned the heart of Muhammad.
How is Allah at the top?
You said to us that Allah cleaned his heart from sin, correct?
Oh, no. The angels cleaned his heart. They came and cleaned his heart from all...
How?
How?
Yeah?
They came to his house and they opened up his chest.
Okay.
They took his heart out and they cleansed it and they put it back in.
So they made a surgery?
They made a what?
Surgery?
It's part of the miracle. They did whatever they did,
Okay.
and I mean they're angels. It's not
So,
like
yeah, but you know,
know,
do I need to clean your heart from sin? Clean you from sin. Do I need to make a surgery, cut your chest?
it was like a surgery. Yes, they took his heart out and they
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't make
stitched it
sense.
back in.
What washing your chest from inside have to do with sin?
I'm sorry. What was the question?
Okay, if I let us say I did swallow, I cut my chest, and I put a Clorox in there, and all those kind of detergent to make me very shiny from inside. Is that going to clean me from sin?
That's the thing. It's not like maybe how you think it is, like surgery, like how we do it nowadays, where we have to have medicine or something to heal us. They're angels, and with their miracle, with the power of God, they purified it and they closed his chest, and it's just part of the miracle. It's just like
But you know,
other miracles that God
if you
has
read the
done.
hadith,
But they purified him.
if you read the hadith, it says that they cut his chest and they install a dish of wisdom. Have you ever heard about a wisdom come in dishes? This is on Sahih al-Bukhari, the book of heart, hadith number 6162. They say, sorry, this is different hadith, sorry. Let me give you the real hadith I'm talking about. The hadith says that they open his chest and they put in it a dish of wisdom. This is hadith, the book of dry pollution, hadith number 346 in Sahih al-Bukhari. Now, have you ever heard about wisdom come in dishes?
From what?
The hadith says that they cut his chest from his throat all the way to his cubic. Okay, and they have with them a dish made of gold full of wisdom and faith. Now, have you ever heard about dish is full of wisdom and faith? Have you ever heard about somebody bringing to you, like if I open the fridge of angels, they have dishes of faith and wisdom? I never heard about faith come in dishes.
It's more of a, you're supposed to read it more of a symbol of,
it's not simple.
it's not literal. It's not like it's not a material.
No,
it's not something that you can put in. It's more of an emotion of feeling of.
What emotional? It says a dish of gold.
It's
full of faith and wisdom, and you are the one who said this is a real surgery. It's not a spiritual thing. It's a real surgery.
Well, it's something from God, and
So
if
So
God has chosen Muhammad to give him faith and wisdom and purity, then He will give it to him. And
okay, do God need to make a surgery for my chest to make me have faith?
no, because we have a choice, and
okay, why
it's our
Allah,
duty to
why
seek
Allah?
knowledge.
Then if Allah
That's the difference between us and the prophets, because the prophets were chosen. The prophets had certain abilities that they could
so Muhammad,
do.
he did not choose Allah. So Muhammad did not choose Allah. It is Allah who chose Muhammad, and Muhammad had been forced to be a Muslim.
Yes, Allah chose Muhammad.
But
of
Muhammad
course.
didn't want to be a Muslim. Allah forced him to be a Muslim.
That was, if you want to talk about, when the Quran was revealed, that was when he was.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you are saying it's Allah chose Muhammad, but not Muhammad choosing Allah, it's mean Muhammad, he did not become a Muslim. It is Allah who forced him to be a Muslim.
But all prophets also have a choice of going on with the message or not. Just like
how he can be that?
Like Yunus, he was impatient. He was, swallowed by the whale because he became impatient. The people didn't listen to him. He was swallowed by the whale, and then he became patient. The people listened to him. And Musa, of course, he had trouble, leading the Jews across, Egypt, and he had people against him. But they also have a choice to go on with the message, or if they're impatient, they also have that right to be impatient and to kind of refuse it in a way, the message. And they have they have a right to they are able to disobey God just as we are able to disobey God.
Okay,
They are not
did
perfect. They are
Muhammad
not
disobey
like
God?
robots.
Did
They are not
Muhammad- did
forced
Muhammad-
to send a
did-
message.
Did
They're not
Muhammad
forced.
disobey God?
I'm sorry?
Did Muhammad disobey God?
No, astaghfirullah, no.
What do you mean,
He's
no,
a
no,
human
no?
being.
What if I show you? What? I'm not saying he's God. I'm saying, did Muhammad disobey God?
Is he what?
Did he disobey God? Did your prophet?
Oh, okay. Did he disobey God?
Yeah.
From what I read,
Mm-hmm.
there were times where he became conflicted and he became emotional and sad and depressed and
So
hurt.
what the
But
benefit? So what the benefit then of the dish of
from
wisdom?
what I know, he has not disobeyed God. He has sent the message of Islam, and it's
I
been
know.
spread.
But what is the benefit?
If you want to show
then?
me a verse, I'll be glad to see the verse.
Well, lady, what the benefit of dish of wisdom and faith if your prophet he was not obeying God many times as the Quran report?
When did he not obey God?
As an example, Allah says to him, why you are forbidding to yourself what I allowed you to do? And this is about having sex with his slaves. Allah,
With his what?
okay, chapter 66, verse number 1. Chapter 66, verse number 1. التحريم يا أيها النبي لما تحرم ما أحل الله لك تبتغي مرضات أزواجك والله غفور رحيم. The prophet, he forbid himself from having sex with his slaves. Some story says he forbid himself from eating honey. He took an oath not to take honey again. Now this is against Allah, simply because Allah allowed honey to be eaten. Now the verse saying that Allah saying to him, why you are forbidding something is allowed. He's breaking the law of Allah.
That's what I meant by him being human. He's not perfect. And if you read a hadith about his heart,
so then
he was not fully cleansed. There
Then-
were still some
okay.
black spots left in
then-
his heart.
but
And
then-
those black spots
but
represented
this is after, lady. This is after he been
Okay.
washed. Those mistakes after this is. If you read the hadith, they cut his chest when he was 10 years old, not when he was a man. So this is mean that he long before he became a prophet, he is already been cleaned. And now we are seeing that Muhammad after cleaning, he's no different.
he's not fully perfect. He's not.
I'm not talking about being
when
perfect.
the angels
I'm
came
not
to
talking-
cleanse him, they didn't cleanse him.
Okay, listen. Did the Quran say he is doing sin? Did the Quran say
I'm sorry,
Muhammad is a sinner and he was doing sin?
Was he a sinner?
Yeah?
Before the Quran came, he did.
No, after the Quran
well, I don't. The whole people. It was times of Jahiliyyah. So
No. I'm talking about him as a prophet. Him as a
because
prophet.
you have to understand that, sir. Before the Quran came,
Lady,
he
I'm
was
not talking about before.
he was well into. He was in his 40s.
Listen,
so
listen.
everything he did up until then
Listen,
did not follow
I'm
the Quran.
not talking about before.
So you can't judge him. You can't judge him his
Lady,
actions before
lady.
the Quran came down.
Lady, I'm not talking about before. I'm saying after he became a prophet. After he became a prophet. Do the Quran say that Muhammad was a sinner?
A sinner?
Yeah?
No, he was not a
When the
sinner.
Quran say clearly, lady.
He made
that-
mistakes.
No.
He made mistakes.
No. It says, what the word dhunub mean?
I'm sorry.
What the word dhunub in Arabic mean? Translate in English.
Janub?
Dhunub. Dhanb.
Janub?
Uh-huh.
It's almost like a fault, kind of.
Dhanb is a fault now? Not a sin?
Not a fault, but it's more of
Come on.
like we cannot always resist temptation
Okay.
because we're
Now,
human. So Janub is like
is sin or
you.
not?
Sometimes you
Don't tell me
you can't,
some.
You can't
Dhanb.
always help yourself
Lady,
from
I can show you the
not doing
translation,
things.
even the translation saying your sin. Why you are playing with it? Dhanb means sin. Correct?
Can you say it again?
Dhanb mean sin.
Sin?
Sin, yes.
But
As an
Muhammad
example,
as
to
a
prove to
son
you
was,
it's sin, to prove
he
to you
was
it's
not
sin.
a sinner. A
No,
sinner
it's a sin.
is
Lady,
someone
lady,
who sins
lady, I'm a scholar.
and does not repent.
I'm not a kid. Chapter 55, verse number 39. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ إِذٍ لَا يُسْأَلْ عَنْ ذَنْبِهِ إِنسٌ وَلَا جَانٌ. He will not be asked
Okay,
for his
لحظة,
sin. So,
let me see the verse. Hold on a second.
okay.
Hold on.
You can go, I can give you many. Go to chapter 51, 59. Anything you want. Or go to chapter 67, verse number 11. Go to 67, 11. As long as this is the last one we mentioned.
What verse did you say it is?
67, 11.
65?
67.
67.
Yeah, verse number 11.
11.
Okay.
فاعترفوا? Is that where
Right.
they will then confess their sins?
So you see the word them
Okay.
became sin. So them means sin, correct?
Okay. Then show me the verse what you were talking about.
Now we go to when they are talking about Muhammad, you will see your God Allah saying, لِيَغْفُرَ لَكَ اللَّهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِكَ وَمَا تَأَخَّرَ. Chapter 48, verse number 2.
Chapter
48, verse number 2.
48, number 2. Okay.
Okay. Read it.
That Allah may forgive thee thy faults of the past and those to follow, fulfill His favor, and guide thee on the straight way. He's talking about people.
No, this is about Muhammad, lady.
Where do you think he's talking about Muhammad? He's talking about
read
us.
the explanation. He's talking to who? لَغِفُرْ لَكَ. لَكَ, to you. There's one person. He's talking to who?
Laka is
Yeah.
can also be plural. You,
No, lady. No, no.
as in all of us.
No,
Laka.
lady. No,
Yes,
lady.
it can.
No.
Yes, it can.
Lady,
Allah is like
lady,
to forgive
lady.
you. It says the English translation that Allah may forgive thee, as
Yeah.
in all of you, plural, as in you.
No, lady. No, lady. Open the explanation.
When I say you,
Okay,
when
lady,
I say you, it can
lady,
be single
lady,
or it can be
please.
plural.
Okay, let us
when
not
I say
waste.
you guys or
Okay,
you,
let us not to waste
he-
your time and my time. Open the explanation. What explanation you want?
It does not. But sir, I want you to know that this verse does not say Muhammad's name.
Lady,
You cannot
no
put Muhammad's
problem,
name
no
in this verse
problem,
and pretend
no
like
problem.
it's talking about Muhammad.
Which
because
explanation you accept? Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, which one?
the Quran version that I'm using.
No, the explanation. Because to understand if this is about Muhammad or not, we have to go to the explanation. What explanation you like me to provide you? Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Jalalain, Al-Tabari.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Bukhari.
The Bukhari is not explanation. Bukhari is hadith. I'm saying explanation.
Well, give me a hadith from Bukhari
What about
about
the
what you're
explanation?
saying about Muhammad and his sins, or give me
Lady,
any type of
lady,
evidence
this is
where
in
you
the
think that
Quran.
Muhammad's
This
a
is in
sinner,
the Quran.
because you haven't proven that to me yet.
Lady, this is in the Quran. And read Ibn Kathir. Open Ibn Kathir. It says, I'm going to post the link in Arabic as long as you speak Arabic. This is the link in the room. Are you in the room right now or still not outside? Are you in our room?
Which verse are you talking about?
Are you in our room or not yet? Did you join us in our chat room? Christ is Lord.
I think I still am in the room. I don't know.
No, go out of any room you are in and go to the social issue, please. Click at the human right. Our room all the way in the top. There's 140 something in it. And there it says Christ is Lord, because I want to show you the link so you can read with me. Can you do that?
Okay. Can you have somebody from the station
What's the station?
send it to me on the Christian chat room, because I tried looking for the social issues and I couldn't find that
Why you
specific
cannot find
chat
it?
room you were talking to me
listen.
about.
Click at all rooms. Click at all rooms. At all rooms, and then click at social issue and politics. Do you see that?
Okay.
Do you see it?
Trying to look at the top, but I don't
Click
see
at all rooms
social issue.
and go down. You see future room, help, show and event, friends, love, romance, radio and TV, social issue and politics. Do you see it?
It's under rooms.
Yeah. Did you click at all rooms?
Okay, hold on.
What is the chat room you are in? What's the name
I'm
of the
still in the
chat room?
Christian chat room right now.
What is the name of the chat room?
It's called Christian chat room.
Where is that? Do you know in the Christian section?
It's labeled Christian. It should just say Christian
This is in
chat room.
Paltalk? This is in Paltalk?
I don't know. Go in there maybe.
Or in Yahoo or where? Where are you?
It's the room where that name LeBrock is in
I don't
with
know
me, and I don't know.
Are you in Paltalk
Maybe he
program?
can show you.
Are you in Paltalk program?
I thought you were LeBrock, to be honest, because
No, I'm
he
not.
gave me the number to your.
No problem. But are you in Paltalk program?
I'm sorry.
Are you in the program called Paltalk?
Alpo.
Paltalk?
Hold on. This is too loud here. Hold on.
Paltalk. P-A-L talk.
Okay, what were you saying?
Are you in the program? It's called Paltalk.
No.
Oh, so you see, you are in different programs. So this is why you will not find me. Anyway, try to download Paltalk later. And you can
Okay.
join my room.
Paltalk.
Yeah, this is no problem now. For now, lady, the hadith,
Okay, hold on.
mute the room, please. Mute any room you are in. If you go to Ibn Kathir and read the explanation of the verse, it says, this is about the prophet that Allah is saying to him, Allah forgive you for your past sin and your coming sin. If you go to Al-Jalalain, it says, this is about the prophet forgiving him for his past sin and his coming sin. And you will see the verse number 2 saying, and Allah will give you victory. You see it? وَيَنْصُرُكَ اللَّهُ. Allah will give you victory. So this is about Muhammad, not about anyone. And you can go to any explanation you want. The same chapter like At-Tabari. You will see it's the same. It's about Muhammad. It says, إِنَّا حَكَّمْنَا لَكَ يَا مُحَمَّدْ حُكْمًا, etc. So it is about Muhammad. فَيَغْفُرُ لَكَ بِفَاعِلِكَ ذَلِكَ رَبُّكَ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِكَ إلى آخره. If you go to the Al-Qurtubi, let me see, I'm changing explanation for you just to show you. All of them agree with me. This is about Muhammad. قال ابن الأنباري فتحا مبينا غير تام لأن قوله etc. And then he go down to where it says about his sin. واختلف أهل التأويل في معنى ذلك ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر. And he's talking about Muhammad. So all is about Muhammad. So now, what Allah did when he washed the chest of Muhammad? Nothing. As you see, Muhammad was a sinner before, and Muhammad is a sinner after. Are you there? Hello? I don't know what happened to her. Are you there?
Yeah, hold on a sec.
Okay. Welcome everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying our live show. We have a live debate every night. We start at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and we have an open line always for people to call and to share, and we welcome all nice people who they are looking for the truth, like this lady, And I'm really surprised. This is the first time I speak to a Muslim, as I said. When he talked to me, he didn't curse me, he didn't threaten me, and he didn't say all kind of bad stuff. I think this lady, she is trying to search for the truth, and she is trying to do better. And I hope the Lord will show her the guidance,
Okay.
and she will see the truth. Okay, lady. So as you see, all the verses, all the explanation agreeing that this is about Muhammad. Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, whatever you want. So if all of them they agree about Muhammad, I think they are right, correct?
Which verses are you referring to?
The same verse, chapter 48, verse number 2.
How do you know they're about Muhammad if his name
It
is not in
says
the
there.
verse?
It says, they are saying there, and not me. Al-Qurtubi saying that, Ibn Kathir saying that, Al-Tabari saying that, Al-Jalalain saying that. Are you saying all of them they are lying?
But you're referring to a specific person, and Allah did not refer to a specific person in that verse, so you cannot put a name in there
I'm not putting
that
them.
that does not exist in the verse, sir.
Okay, lady. I'm not the one who's putting.
Because they're God's
the name.
words. You
Okay.
can't
I am
make
not
them
the
your
one.
words.
I'm not the one who put in the name. It is them, your scholars, saying this is about Muhammad.
Which part are you referring to? Can you explain which part of the verse?
Lady, verse,
Because each
the
scholar
whole
is
verse.
different.
The
There's different
whole
interpretations, and
verse. Okay, read for me verse number 1. Chapter 48, verse number 1. This verse is for to who?
chapter 48.
Verse number 1. The first verse. Allah is
Okay.
talking to who?
Okay. Okay.
Allah is talking to who?
We have granted you. Lak is for everybody else. You.
You who?
You, including people,
No, this is
Muslims,
about Muslims.
anybody.
This is about
Could be
Muhammad.
anybody.
Okay. Okay. What about open the explanation? Do you have an explanation book?
They have what?
Do you have any explanation book?
They have a destination?
Explanation. Explanation.
Explanation?
Uh-huh.
What about the explanation?
Do you have any explanation book you can read for me from there to see this is about who?
What do I think of it?
Lady, I'm saying, do you have any explanation book? So that book will explain to us this verse about who? Do you have any book?
There's many people who have their opinions and what they think it's about,
No, but all the scholars agree
can't-
this is about Muhammad, lady. Ibn Abbas, the cousin of Muhammad, saying it's Muhammad. Al-Qurtubi saying it's Muhammad. Ibn Kathir saying it's Muhammad. Al-Jalalain is saying it's Muhammad. Al-Tabari is saying it's Muhammad. So all the scholars are wrong? Not even one of them saying it's not Muhammad. Name for me one scholar saying this is not
but
Muhammad.
it can include Muhammad.
No,
But it's not
Lady,
only about
it is only
Muhammad.
about
This
Muhammad.
is left.
Lady. No,
It's about everybody.
No. Read what the explanation is saying. That's why I'm trying to invite you to my room so I can show you. If you go to altafsir.com, do you know the website altafsir.com? Altafsir.com, do you know it?
Which account?
Okay. Do you know?
I'm reading the verse right now, and what it's
No, I
telling
want to
me
show you
is
the explanation. Because I'm not the one explaining the verse to you. I'm just giving you what your scholars saying. Those are the biggest scholars of Islam.
But what
All
you're
of
trying to
them
tell
saying,
me is it's about Muhammad, but his name is not in there.
it
And
doesn't
you can't.
matter. The whole chapter his name is not there. So what? Does that mean it's not about him? Allah only granted Muhammad to forgive his coming sin. Are you saying to me that Allah will forgive your coming sin too? Allah has given you a license for sin, saying to you, I will forgive your
If
past
you
sin?
repent,
No,
if you ask for forgiveness, he doesn't say that
It doesn't say
automatically.
there.
Like if
No.
you sin, I'm gonna forgive.
To the fatwa